Capitol Hill confusion. Parts of the government face a shutdown tomorrow night. President Trump now says he's not on board with a spending bill that already passed the Senate. It's needed to keep the government open. The president wants billions of dollars more for security at the Mexican border. Correspondent Jason Calvi is on Capitol Hill. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Wyatt. Key House Republicans held an emergency meeting with the president. President Trump tells them he will not sign the Senate-passed bill. That means the government could shut down tomorrow night, just 3 days before Christmas. Tonight, the House goes back to the drawing board.
The president informed us that he will not sign the bill that came over from the Senate last evening because of his legitimate concerns for border security.
The Senate last night passed that bill to keep the government open through February 8th.
The ayes do have it. The motion is agreed to.
But not agreed to by the commander-in-chief.
The president said what the Senate sent over is just kicking the can down the road. We want to solve this problem. We want to make sure we keep the government open, and we're going to work to have that done and get something happening.
Some conservative House Republicans urged President Trump to demand more money for the wall. They said it's better to fight for that money now rather than when they lose the House in January.
Look, we we're going to try to get as much as we can to fulfill the president's agenda, and every indication that he gives us that he's going to have our back only gives us more of an appetite to fight.
What's going to happen tonight?
I don't know.
Uncertainty if Congress and the White House can agree on a spending bill to keep the government open.
Is the government going to shut down tomorrow night?
I doubt it, but stay tuned. I don't know for sure. I do think that we should have provided the funding for additional border security that the president wanted, and that still remains to be seen in the House.
And with those questions, Democrats take aim.
Republicans are in a state of disarray. We don't know what will happen next. In terms of wall funding, that's a non-starter. I think they know that.
So maybe that's why Speaker Ryan outside the White House did not refer to a border wall. Instead, he said the president wants billions more to secure the border. We may see broader language like this around border security in order to get votes from Democrats needed for passage. Wyatt?
Jason, if the funding runs out tomorrow night, what happens?
More than 800,000 federal workers would face furloughs or work without pay. For dozens of government agencies, plus the national parks and forests, funding runs out as the clock strikes midnight tomorrow night.
I have a feeling it's going to be very frantic there tonight and tomorrow. Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi. Thanks, Jason.